Hello guys, it's Business Monday. This is Ejiro Sakede, aka your energetic EJ, and this is a new segment on the Afrocentrist podcast called Business Monday, where I get to talk to business people who are creating solutions, services, or products for other businesses. Okay, so it's B2B here, right? It will be coming to you every other Monday on the Afrocentrist podcast. You don't want to miss it. And if you are watching this and you have a solution or a product or a service for other businesses, then you want to connect with me so that I can feature you on the podcast. I mean, we need this information to go around, don't we? So don't miss it every other Monday on the Afrocentrist podcast. It's your girl, the energetic EJ, signing out. See you on Mondays. Bye. Hi, and welcome to the Afrocentrist podcast. My name is Ejiro Osakede, the energetic EJ, and it's a pleasure to be here again today on the podcast. So whether you're watching me on YouTube or you're listening to me on Buzzsprout or on any of the podcast platforms that you listen to podcasts from, welcome to the show today. Today on the show, this particular segment is Business Monday, where I get to talk to business people, right? And they get to share with us whether the products or services or just ideas and processes for you to be able to apply to your business, to grow it, to scale it, and to make it better. All right. Today on the show, I have a gentleman who is into structures and business and inventory, right? How to keep your inventory. And this one is a good one for anyone watching this or any business owner, especially if you are a MSME and you are into product kind of business where you have to, get stock, keep them somewhere so that it's easy for you to reach your customers. Okay. And so, but just having a system around how your stock is, keeping an inventory. Yes, that's what we're going to be focusing on today. And the gentleman I'm going to be introducing to you in a minute or in about some minutes from now is Oluwagbemiga Lawrence, who is a supply chain and business professional with over 8 years of experience in demand planning, warehouse management, customer experience design, supply planning, materials management, process improvement, and inventory control. He is the lead consultant of SLD Consulting, where he leads a team that helps MSME with structure and tools that ensure they don't hold too much inventory, but have just enough to meet the demand while exceeding customers' expectation. So, as you know, it's always a time to learn when you're on the Afrocentrist podcast, right? But before I bring on my guest, here's the message for you. Hi there. Yes, it's Ejiro here again. And if you have heard me say this before, you're hearing me say it again. But if this is your first time, I need you to know that your voice is part of your brand asset. And the earlier you begin to harness the power of your voice, creating content that are audio related and reaching out to more audience from across the globe, the better you begin to establish your authority in your field. And so podcasting is one of those ways that you can begin to establish that authority. And I would love to help you start and maintain your podcast. Yes, I know you've been thinking about this for a while now, but you're not sure where to start, what to do, how to do it. It's looking like it's a lot of work. Yes, I wouldn't lie. It is a lot of work, but then you can get help, and I'm here to help you. I've put together this short, precise course that will help you break down the processes, not just to start the podcast, but to maintain it, because it is important to maintain it, to grow it up until the point, where you want to monetize it. All right. So I've put together this course and I want to give you access for free. All you need to do is look at the description of this video or of this audio podcast. Check out for SMPC. Click any link associated with SMPC and contact me to get access to this amazing course that I've put together for you. And besides, I'd love to connect with you, all right? So click on that link now. Let me show you how you can start and maintain your podcast. All right, guys, so welcome. My guest is here, Mr. Oluwagbemiga Lawrence. Thank you so much for making it down here today to share with us, because on Business Monday, we just want to help as much, business owners across the globe that we can help. And I know that we're not in a global world, right? So what works for one, even if it doesn't work perfectly for another, you can always adapt, right? And so I feel like, what you cover managing inventories, and that is really important now, especially now that a lot of people are now going digital. Maybe some people have a way of doing it just manually, but now you can bring in the digital aspect of it. So welcome on the Afrocentrist podcast. It's so good to have you here. How are you today?
Doing very well. Thank you for having me, Ejiro.
Awesome. So basically when I host my shows like this, I like to first of all meet the person we're talking to. Of course, I know I've read your profile, but I just love to meet you outside of your profile, right? Just tell us something about you that is not on your profile. You told us about what you do on your profile. Who are you, right? In just like about 2 minutes max, just tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I'm married. I love engaging.
Really? That's the... Okay, I'm listening.
Then I love engaging in intelligent conversations, and I also love having I love people. I love hanging around people. I think when it comes to sports or activities, I think I prefer golfing. I also do a little bit. Yeah, strange, right? Actually,
it's not strange. Golf is for big boys, so that's I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah. So I do a bit of golfing. I play tennis as well. I love tennis more actually. I think the golfing came as a result of, hey, my friend, I'm going somewhere. Oh wow, let me tag along. So I just tagged along a couple of times. But I'm very good with tennis. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So, well, the kind of sports you mentioned, golf, tennis, it kind of gives me an idea of maybe the type of friends that you have. And that's a good one. So well done. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so diving on into the discussion of today, because on Business Monday on the Afrocentrist podcast, we just want to share about how to help other entrepreneurs around the globe who are going to be watching or listening to this podcast, how to grow their business or get better in doing their business. And I like the aspect that you cover for people who are into products. That they have to stock products in their warehouse or in their storehouses, and then have to be able to easily retrieve it. But just having a system around that's where you come in. Tell us a bit more about inventory and why did you even dive into that area of business?
Okay, so I think I'll start by saying inventory chose me actually. It's funny to say, but inventory chose me. So I found myself working in the supply chain industry for a while. And at some point in between, I just picked interest in inventory. I was like, okay, I've been able to gather a few experiences and I can understand to a certain extent the pain points of managing inventory. And I also realized that most of the time businesses merge what inventory is and accounting together. Yes, it's perfectly okay because they are kind of like interrelated. But the truth is, supply chain is actually a huge topic on its own. And if you ask me, if I have the power, I would pull out supply chain from accounting. It shouldn't be merged at all because it's to understand your product and to be able to service your customers per time. It's like hearing people's heartbeats. The heartbeat is the product. You being able to understand that, okay, my customers need this now and I need to deliver the product at the right place, at the right time, and in the right condition as well. It's very critical. So like I said, it chose me and it's been fun all the way because helping people categorize and understand their product, understanding that right now I don't need to stock this particular item. I need to stock this at this season because this is moving at this time. Okay, I should not stock this in a particular geographical area. I should stock this other one in a particular geographical area. It's very key, and there are so many dynamics from demand planning to forecasting. It's bigger than just staying within accounting, in my opinion. So
okay.
like I said, it chose me, and I'm extremely passionate about it.
Awesome. Now, when you were talking, I'm like, okay, I'm into services. So it's a bit strange for me. And I'm just going to be an advocate for people who are watching this or listening to this, who are also not in service, who are in service but just having an idea, right? But we know that this particular episode is targeted to people who are into products, who stock products, right? But then in your profile, you specialize or specifically said MSME, which means these are like micro business owners.
Because, for example, I feel like people who are the big shots, that they have all those things in place, they have their structures and everything. And the reason you're passionate about this is to say, yes, these people have the finances, the structure, the money, the funds to do it. But there is a smaller version of what they are doing that you as an MSME can adapt. And it just helps your business well structured and helps it scalable. So tell us, break it down for us quickly. For somebody who is an MSME or an SME person who is just starting out and is not even, they can't employ the people to do it. They want to do it themselves, but they don't even understand the concept of it. Can you just break it down to explain it in layman's terms, like what does this mean for somebody who is into product, and give us examples? Because when you said stock this in a place and in that place, is like, what are we stocking? Yes, please.
Okay, so I think I'll start from explaining what inventory management is. So yes, we're talking about people for products, but let us bear in mind that inventory management is basically keeping records. So
correct. Nice.
In our day-to-day lives, in our finances, like we have a budget in my home, we keep records. We have a spreadsheet that says this is the amount, this is a certain percentage we allocate to this per month. So it's just basically keeping records. So why do you keep records? Aside from whatever vision you have for your business, maybe you want to call in investors or you intend to start selling your stocks to other people. So keeping records, what does it help you do? It just helps you position yourself to scale. It helps you position to attract quality investors. It helps you position to attract the right people, into your business. So I'll give an instance. I think I shared it in one of my YouTube videos. Okay, so someone spoke to me that she sells hairs, but she imports them from was it Australia or somewhere? Let's just take Australia. She brings them in from Australia, but as she imports a lot, and she's a huge seller in Lagos, and she's unable to say a particular hair she's selling. She sells it to customer A right now. Let's say I'm selling the hair right now to customer A, and she doesn't keep track of that particular record. So in the end, she imports maybe about, let's say, 50 cartons of whatever hair she does, and she completely sells them. She just sees credit alert. She just has what we call, there's something in accounting that they call paper trail. So she's able to just say, okay, I can track that I sold this particular amount to this particular customer so day. But all those things are just in so many areas, they're all scattered. So what inventory does, it helps you aggregate all this data. It helps you aggregate so that at a glance, you can see it as you move. You can use it to make informed decisions per time. You can easily say, okay, based on this customer survey that my marketing team did, we realized that this particular hair, we should let them reduce the inch. You're able to understand the voice, the heartbeat of the customer. Some customers may actually not prefer that kind of hair. So you're able to prepare well in advance for such customers. You understand? And there you position your business to scale. And just in case if an investor from maybe Silicon Valley comes and says, I like the way your business is going. Okay, can you give me data or whatever it is? You need to be able to present something. You can't start presenting paper trails to them. So inventory, having a structure to your inventory positions you to scale. And one thing I'm passionate about and I've seen over time is most people just go into businesses just to go into business, to earn, But I think we need to do more than that. We need to position our business to leave legacies. When I hear the likes of, take an instance, it's a service-based, but take First Bank. When I hear First Bank, they've stayed for decades. How are they able to sustain all these things? I hear the likes of Bukwaan Ushika's Chair Center. You see how long they've stayed. There's something they are doing right. So I think it has to do with our mindset first. Let us demystify what inventory is. It's just keeping records. That's all. It's just you being able to say, as I am now for my home, we have a spreadsheet where I think for over 5 years or 6 years I've been married. Even before I got married, I had a spreadsheet. So I can pull up data for you from 2014, how I spent my money. Do you get? So, and those data right now, yes, nobody will come and want to invest in my house. But what I'm saying is for a business, what it means is it just positions you to leverage, to scale. So I think that's about it. And every business, I advise every business should start where they are now, and they should consider moving to a more sustainable structure to managing their supply chain. So there are so many dynamics. Trust me, you can't finish it in 30 minutes.
Absolutely.
It's gonna take hours.
Absolutely. And actually you sold me. Like I'm like, oh, okay. I've always like, oh, okay. Well, if you're talking about inventory, but this is service, so what's my own? But you just taught me now, like I just learned now, like the way you broke it down to say it's basically about keeping records. And I think that does it for me. It's basically about keeping records. And your example of the way you run your records in your home just brings it home for me as well, because it means that, okay, if I can do that for the house, how much more your business? It just helps you have data. And we know that the era that we're in now is data driven. So if you don't have enough data for your business, then, you are at a loss, you're at a disadvantage. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
So now that we know that, we're clear about that, how can we do these things? How can these things be, like Mary said to the angel?
Yeah. Okay, so there are different ways to go about keeping records, but like I said, it depends on where you are in your business. Okay, so we have a couple of people that your day-to-day records or your day-to-day transaction for your business, they go through, like I said earlier, they go through paper trails. So what are paper trails? Paper trails are your bank statements, your invoices, the receipts, whatever it is. So it's best when that is perfectly okay. But those ones are just like in hard copy raw form. You can't on the go and see your statistics on the go. So I advise, depending on where you are, start up with a more automated spreadsheet. So we even have a goal in my business to help at least 50 businesses before the end of December to at least start off using automated spreadsheets.
Yay! Please, my business will be one of them. I'm one of the 15.
Okay, so we're currently building a team to help us achieve this purpose. So we're working a lot on the ground just to help businesses. So after you use spreadsheets, now those spreadsheets can just be just Excel, or you upload them as Google Sheets where you can view anywhere online. They are automated sheets, so it's just at the click of a button, whatever data you've imputed, it calls up whatever data. Now that is almost free. It's like next to nothing. Excel is an easy tool anybody can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as it stands now, I know we have so many inventory applications that you can really use to keep your track of your business. I've used a lot of them. I've used from SAP to Microsoft Dynamics. I've used a lot of them. And right now, I've been getting a lot of recommendations about Keeper Africa as well.
Keeper Africa, yeah, I heard about them too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you can also migrate to such
platforms.
Yes, platforms, just to manage your inventory. It's excellent as well. So like I said, it depends on where you are in your business, but I advise that start now where you are, because it's not everybody that might be able to afford going to buy a software. It's not everyone. And if you are not kind of techie, you might really get lost in between all of that.
Absolutely.
Hey, you always learn every day. The goal is to ensure you keep and you start
your records. So for somebody listening to this or watching this right now, and they're like, okay, I hear you say Excel, but even the Excel, I don't know how to automate it. So what do I do? How can you help?
Okay, so the Excel spreadsheets we have, I have a free copy on my website, even though it's just a basic Excel, it's still automated. So the best part is, for this Excel, you don't have to do any automation. The calculations have been done already. All you just do is, you say, I sold hair, virgin hair. You input the date, you input the quantity, you input the cost price, you input the landed cost. There's landed cost, then there's cost price. So once you do that, you'll be able to, the system will populate whatever amount, then the amount you sold it rather, sorry. Then the amount you sold, the system will populate whatever other data that needs to be generated, like the total amount, the total sold within a particular month, maybe weekly, monthly. The system will automatically do that for you. Once you just click, you just have to click a button on the spreadsheet. So they've been configured.
Okay.
They've been configured. So you just click on the button, then it generates whatever data you're trying to look for. If it's the price or how much you sold, it comes up with graphs, comes up with charts that you can easily view.
Awesome.
So you don't. All you do is just impute them like you're imputing data inside.
Awesome. I love it. I love the fact that it's simplified. But now you mentioned that one of your goals in your company is between now and December, you want to help 50, businesses to start this process at the least, right? How can any business watching or listening to this right now be a part of that? Like, okay, I know you said Excel. I know I can download this free Excel, automated Excel you've created for us. Thank you. But I want to be one of the 50 businesses you work with to start that process before the end of this year. How can they connect to that?
Okay, so we have an Instagram handle. Just go on the link on my Instagram handle. It's SLD then D_consult. CONSULS. So you see a link, then you see Project 50. So just click and sign up. My team will get in touch with whoever wants to sign up as well, and we'll follow up. We'll pick it up from there.
Is this a paid service, or is it free, or what's it to expect from there so that they can prepare their mind?
Okay, so it's actually a free service if you have 1 to 5 products. But if you have more than 5 products, it's actually you'll be paying the fee. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So if you have 1 to 5 products, free. Yeah.
I love it. And finally, before you leave, I personally know, because I've gone through one of your courses, and I would attest or testify to it that you are a great teacher. I enjoyed the course myself. So tell us a little bit about the course and how people can also plug into that before we round this up.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so the course is basically, it gives you an insight into what inventory management is. That's the dynamics of what inventory management is. It gives you an idea of how to plan your inventory. It tells you the type of stocks or the type of your products that you need to, how to position your product, basically. Okay, so we have ABC analysis, how to just position your products for success. It lets you know how you can arrange your store for you to have a physical store as well. Then there's a bit of Excel in it where you would be able to create your own Excel spreadsheet yourself and automate it at least a basic Excel spreadsheet for you as well. And you can easily just go to the same Instagram handle I called and click on the link. You see the course there. It's Microsoft Excel bookkeeping. Yeah, just click on it and you get.
All right, great. So guys, I'm going to put all the links that we've talked about, the link to his website, the link to his Instagram page, so that you can visit his Instagram page, follow him, right? And then click on the link in his bio to sign up for Project 50 if you are serious about your inventory. I'm going to be there. So I'm just going there right now. After this, show, I am going to sign up for Project 50 because I do need to keep my inventory for my business, right? So thank you so much, Mr. Oluwagbemiga Lawrence, for, gracing us with your humble or graceful self on the Afrocentrics podcast. Thank you so very much. So guys, that's where we...
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. So guys, this is where we, wrap it up today on Business Monday. Till next Monday when we come again with another topic or another, business idea or business tip or hack, call it whatever. But the point is, we want to help you grow and scale your business and make it a better business. My name again is Ejiro Sakade, your energetic EJ, and this is the Afrocentrics podcast, where we share about everything that makes your spirit thrive, including your business. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.